In this video, I want to tell you more about what the planner is, where one can see it, and then help you set up your own planner in your course and add lessons to it. The first place that one can see a planner is on any course dashboard. So here I am in my training course, and notice I see the planner block here on the course dashboard. The user has control of what they can see within this block. Notice if they click the drop down, they can choose to see the past 2 weeks, just last week, just today, this entire week, or the next 2 weeks. If for some reason a student needs to look back in time or see any of the lessons that have ever been posted in a planner, they can also click here on the Open Planner link. Let's look a little closer as to what's shown within a planner lesson. Notice there's the title of the lesson, the dates of when the lesson's taking place, a description of what's happening in that particular lesson, and then a teacher can link any resources or activities that will be used with that particular lesson. The second place that a student can look at a planner is in the Calendar tab. So if I click on Calendar on the blue bar at the top of It's Learning, once the calendar opens, you'll want to click on the Planner tab. This opens what I call the one-stop shop. This displays every single lesson for every class for a particular week. Notice at the top, the student or user can click on this week, can arrow back and forth through time, or click on a specific date on a calendar. But as you scroll down this page, each of the gray bars represents a class that the user is enrolled in, either as a student or a teacher, and then displays any lessons, resources, and activities that have been posted in the planner for each of those courses. Now let's look at how you can set up your own planner. I'm going to go to a course that doesn't have a planner set up yet. So to begin, click on the planner link in your course tree. You will notice that a plain planner will look like this. It's Learning has two views of their planner, what I call the old view and the new view. The old view is more of a table or a spreadsheet look. The new view is more of a form look. Look here, and I'll let you see what that looks like. Notice it's just a bunch of boxes and you enter the information in the boxes. Now the first thing that you'll want to do before you even worry about putting anything in your planner is to tweak the layout just a little bit. Notice there's a couple things on here that we don't really want, particularly the class hours. That's not something that most teachers need, so we want to take that off. But there's also not a homework section on here, so I want to add homework to this planner. So to change that setup, go to the settings wheel in the upper right hand corner and choose Planner Settings. Now you have several options on these settings. The first one is whether or not you want to use the old or new design. Completely up to you. I like the old design, so I'm actually going to uncheck that box. The next option that you have there is use topic. Now a topic is kind of like a unit, so if you choose to use topic, it'll group your lessons together by unit. Once again, this is kind of a user preference, so I'm going to let you decide whether or not you want to use topic. Next, leave this to activate plans manually. Leave the default status as active. And then down here you will see each of the different column headings for your planner lessons. Each of them has a title. And like I said earlier, I want us to get rid of these class hours. So from that visible for drop down, I'm going to change that to nobody so no one can see it. And I'm going to uncheck the box to actually make it so it doesn't even show on my planner. Now I want to add a column for homework. So notice there's an Add Column button. I'm going to click that button. It's going to add a box. And now I can just title this Homework. Make it so everyone sees it. Check the box so that it actually displays on my planner. Now once you're happy with all of your choices, click Save. And then notice you should have gotten rid of the class hours, and then homework has been added. Now I want to go ahead and reorder this list. This is totally up to you if you want to change the order or not, but I'm going to go ahead and do that on mine. So I'm going to click on this little 9-tile icon, and it's just going to give me the column headers. I can click and drag and put these in whatever order I want to. I'm going to leave it plan, date, description, then I'm going to do homework right after that, resources, activities, and then learning objectives last. Once again, choose whatever order works for you. It's Learning will then reorder those columns, and I'm ready to start adding a lesson. To add your first lesson, simply click where it says Add Plan, type the title of the lesson. So I'm going to say Introduction to the Planner. Hit Enter, and then that row will become live and active. Now here's a great shortcut. Click on the title of that lesson. That will actually open up an entire edit page for that lesson, which gives you many more features and options when you go to actually add your information to the lesson. So now I can just type the description of my lesson in the description box. Once again, I've got fonts, colors, bullets. I can insert pictures if I need to, all the different rich text options there. Next, choose the date of the particular lesson. I can click on the calendar and say that lesson starts today and ends today. Make sure you always have a stop date. These dates are extremely important because this is what tells It's Learning when to put the lesson on the course dashboard and when to take it off the course dashboard. Remember, learning objectives are your standards, so you can click Add Learning Objectives, go in and find the actual standard for this particular lesson. Once you've found the standard, remember to check it, click Insert, you'll see that it's been added, click Close. You'll then see the standard attached to that lesson. Then you can attach any resources that you have for that particular lesson. Remember, resources are files, folders, notes, links. If I click the plus resource, It's Learning is then going to tell me anything that I have added to my course already, and I can just click whatever resource I want to add to this particular lesson, scroll down, click Add Resource, and then notice that resource has been added. If I have multiple resources, I can keep adding those, and I can even click and drag to put them in the order that I'd like them to be in. Same thing with activity. If I click Add Activity, remember, these are discussions, assignments, tests, custom activities, anything where the student is actually interacting with It's Learning. So I could say, I want you to do this discussion for this lesson, click Add Activity, and once again, it'll be added to that particular lesson. I could then type your homework assignment in there. And then hit Save. The lesson's then added. If I go back to my course dashboard, I can see that it is being displayed for my students to see. Good luck adding a lesson to your planner.